his former running back, because he really likes this 26-year-old ball carrier. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go. 20. Hey, cut. First and 10 at the 20.
Garoppolo on first down. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
12. Hey, Charlie. Man.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw is gone. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, get in the weight room. Shoot.
21.
58's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Watch the twist. Check 26. Check 26. Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Get hands on motion, man.
21. Here we go.
Against the mic. Let's go, Ty.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. That was a safety blitz by Eric Weddle.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. Samuel, the 36 overall pick in last year's draft. Played his college ball at South Carolina. Really good senior campaign. 62 catches, 882 yards, and also threw in 11 touchdowns for good measure.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Check 3.
Ric Flair.
Goff now to throw. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
First down, Rams.
57.
180.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up. Check it out.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Gurley's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Niners 14, Rams 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
And now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180. 65.
Gonna be a long day on this.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Silver.
Hey, alert!
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Gurley again here on 1st down. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Goff. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 11. Time to go. Night. 43 is the mark.
On first down, Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Los Angeles. Goes to us. 20. We own it. We own it.
From the gun, here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
This will be taken in at the 1. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Here's Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. To the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Watch the ship. Watch the
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
56 is the mark.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think...
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Pettis.
Let's go, son.
Here we go. Baby!
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I got you. 11.
43 is the mic.
Bravo!
Come on, baby. Come on,
Say
man.
hot!
Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
Say hot!
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys to try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
11. Hey, Foxtrot.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. In your face.
6.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check 99. Check 6. I got you. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
21.
Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Here we go.
I got it. Slam.
21. Here we go.
23.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Keep it up. Back.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a blitz coming, and down he goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got it.
And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Maurice Hurst. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Hey, gun. Flag!
Mike's 43. Mike's
Hot!
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the
Hot!
slant.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Hey, go, come on! 180! Ready? Two times! Hard ball. Watch 30!
From the 50, it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
He's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Drop deep. 2. 43 in the mic.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hey, alert! White!
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 85 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
56, Mike.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
I'm going back to you, Patrick.
They're running with Gurley. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.